So when we think about growing fruits in Wisconsin, we think about apples, cherries, strawberries, more fruits. But did you know that you can grow kiwi berries here in the northern climate? I designed this trellis specifically to start growing kiwi berries here in Wisconsin. Hi, I'm Katie Oglesby, a Wisconsin-based garden designer. I'm on a mission to make our 1-acre property as edible as possible and to inspire you with inspiration for garden-to-table living. All right, today I want to show you one of the newest additions to our property, and it is our kiwi berry trellis. So you may not have known that you can grow a northern hardy kiwi here in Wisconsin and other northern-based climates. So the kiwi berry is a little bit different than our traditional kiwi. So it's not going to be that fuzzy outside, and it's going to be more the size of a grape. But these plants will put out a huge amount of produce. So each plant will put out anywhere between 60 to 100 pounds of fruit each. And so that is why we designed this trellis, not only for some aesthetics in my yard, but also to accommodate for the fact of the weight of this fruit. This plant is so productive. One of the features about this plant is that you need 1 male for 6 females to produce fruit. So I bought a bundle of northern kiwi from One Green World. So that came with 1 male and 3 female plants. So I designed this trellis to accommodate those 4 plants. So you can kind of see here I have 1 plant on each side, and then I have 2 down at the other end. Obviously for sunlight, these are plants that require 8+ hours of sunlight. We've talked about weight. I wanted to make sure that this trellis could withhold and withstand the weight of the plant and its fruit. And ease of harvesting. You know, I had contemplated, I thought it would be very pretty to grow it over our wooden pergola, but when we think through things like how are we going to harvest, ease of it, how am I going to be able to reach all that fruit? Am I going to have fruit dropping potentially, you know, within my pergola? Those are all things and questions to ask yourself, particularly when you're laying out your short and long-term goals and adding things like long-term crops to your property. So I had a location. I've worked through my design on my property as we're starting to rework it. And so when I selected this, I had sunlight. I knew that these needed to go in ground. They were not going to be in raised beds. And then again, ease of harvesting and me being able to reach the fruit and easily pruning them. Think about that. A couple times a year, you're going to have to be able to access it to prune. And so I saw, when I was doing some research, I watched a lot of different videos of different ways to grow them. And again, if you're something you want to grow over in a structure and you don't mind maybe the access being limited, that's your choice. But that is one of the things that went into consideration when I started to design this trellis. So we custom designed it to be not only aesthetically pretty, but I wanted to make sure that I had bars so this vining plant could properly climb up it, but still again add some beauty and a little bit of design to the structure. And then it gets more simpler as I run the lines. So it's kind of like a clothesline how that works, but I wanted it to be a little bit prettier in the sense that it didn't just look like a clothesline, and that's why we added this kind of pretty pergola structure on each end of the trellis to kind of mimic our pergola that's on the other corner of our property. But I'm excited to kind of share my progress with you, so make sure you check back next spring. I'll be sure to update you guys and we can grow these kiwi berries together. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to get those alerts. And again, I look forward to growing with you all.